Scientists reopen the murder case of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Details at noon.
On the next Jenny Jones.
She has ripped my family apart.
Laura, do you think that your mom has ever given Stacy a chance?
I don't.
They'll never accept the color of your skin.
I've always disliked interracial marriages.
You don't like any black people.
Whites belong with whites, blacks belong with blacks.
You need to shut up.
Your views are from the dark ages. Get real.
Hate hits home on the next Jenny Jones.
Our show today is about in-law problems. It's about a man who hates his brother-in-law so much he made him sleep outside before he'd let him in the house. It's about a woman who hates her brother-in-law so much she wouldn't go to the wedding of her own sister. Pauline, our first guest, disowned her daughter Laura the minute she got married.
Well, he's a Lisa. He's a what good is a what good is a They don't work. They're useless.
You disowned your daughter.
You know, they don't work. They work in a pie factory tasting pie.
Did you just call me Lisa?
No, Jenny. I'm sorry. But Jenny, they're useless. They wouldn't work in a pie factory tasting pies for $15 an hour.
Who's they? Well, can you...
You know, they won't.
You don't call him that, do you?
To Stacy, yes.
To Stacy? This is your husband.
I don't care what he is. That's her husband, not mine.
I'm saying it's your daughter's husband. I'm looking at Laura. She says that to your own husband to his face?
I don't think she's brave enough to say it to his face personally.
Let him bring him out here. Bring him out here. Bring that out here.
Well,
bring him out here. And I'll tell you what is.
You know, not only is Stacy here, but we have all different types and races in the audience. Are you meaning to offend everyone in this audience? That word is very insightful. All right, okay, we know how you feel. We know how you feel. Let's not use that word anymore. Okay, we know how you feel. You don't like any black people, right?
Correct.
And for what's the reason?
Because they can't read and write. Have you ever heard one can say, I went to the store and bought a loaf of bread? Wrong.
Here's the guy. Can you read and write?
Yes, I can. How you doing, Jenny? Ma'am, when you cut your wrist and I cut my wrist, we bleed both the same. Red, baby.
With Stacy, by the way, he's backstage.
We've been together almost 6 years.
So when did this first start? When did you know that she was with a black man at all?
Well, she was maybe 18.
18?
Maybe.
No, it started like when I was about 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Were you raised to...
No, she was not.
No, I wasn't. But I also wasn't raised to be prejudiced either.
Well, we didn't have all that problem when you was going to school.
Pauline, I have a question. Do you love your daughter?
Yes, I do.
No, she doesn't.
Well, you know what? If you loved your daughter, you would allow your daughter to be happy. If she's happy within herself,
yeah, but she's not
that's
happy.
what matters.
When he beats her, he
doesn't matter if he is Japanese or yellow or purple. It should not matter.
She's doing that to hurt me.
She is not. If she is happy inside, that's what life's little mystery is about, being happy.
So you're telling me, excuse me, you're telling me that if someone beats you all the time, if someone slaps your face, and they don't take care of your children, you're happy?
If he beats her,
lady, get a
that's
life.
another story.
Let's ask him. We'll find out if he does. Stacy, come on out here.
Yeah. And not with my daughter.
Laura, do you think that your mom has ever given Stacy a chance?
No, I don't.
Ain't going to either.
I don't.
Do you even know this guy?
No,
I don't want to know him.
No, she
I know he beats her. I know he doesn't take care of her. I know he runs around her. I know he doesn't take care of my
Well, but if any of that's true, we'll get into that. If any of it's true, a white guy could do the same thing. Couldn't he?
No.
Laura, does she have reason to be upset like this?
No, my mom's always, my grandmother raised me. She didn't raise me. My grandmother raised me, okay?
And did your grandmother raise you to be with...
She raised me to be
Pauline,
happy.
we had a deal here about that word is just, there's, you know, we know how you feel. We know how you feel. We know that you have said that.
Thank you.
You've said that. Stacey, she said that to you, to your face, hasn't she?
Ooh, no, she hasn't.
You are...
Pauline.
Jenny, can I explain something to you? This is the first time this even coming out, you know?
Excuse me?
See what I'm saying? Before her even say something to me, if she was down in South Carolina, the first thing she'd even say is she's asked me, where's her daughter? That's it. Before she even calling me that, she ain't even got the to call me that.
Well, she just did, but we
She's saying that now because you got all the security around here and all that.
Pauline,
you know what I'm saying, Jenny? You got all the security around here.
You know what?
When she's down, like where we from, none of this don't even happen.
But you know how she feels, right?
She's a coward. None of this never happens. None of this don't happen.
But you know how she feels about you.
And I can understand that. See what I'm saying? I don't say nothing to her, and I don't choose to even follow her.
No, because you're not a man to do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Does she have any reason to dislike you?
If she wanted, that's her prerogative. I don't follow that up. If that's how she feels, that's her. It's not hurting me. It's not hurting me. It's not taking nothing
you're
off
hurting
me.
my daughter.
You know what I'm saying? It don't take nothing off me.
You're hurting my daughter.
Pauline, you're not just showing hatred to him, you're showing it to your daughter too. What's this?
Let me ask you a question, okay? I have 2 children, a boy and a girl. My daughter has a real light brown complexion. My son has blonde hair, blue eyes. Now, if my mother is so prejudiced, why has she tried to take my daughter and she can't stand the ground my son walks on?
Because I can't stand it.
Now,
the children,
if my son is so white and my daughter is so brown, why would she want my daughter if she's so prejudiced?
He's not white.
I want to know, did God put you specially on this earth to be judge and jury? Because what makes you so special to judge the next person?
With me, because I'm not black.
Because you ain't all that, okay?
I know I'm all that.
You ain't all
You need to sit
that.
down.
You ain't
need to
all
sit
that.
down. I am all that and a bag of potato chips.
I'll come be there once.
I have a question. Pauline, what is your education? Because
She quit
you're
school
trying
in
to
the
say
9th
that.
grade.
Question.
What is education now? At least I got one. You people can't even go. I went to the store and bought a loaf of bread. All thing else, I go to the store and I make the bread. You can't make a full
No. You need to go back to school or something because your thinking is not right.
No, my thinking is quite right. Whites belong with whites, blacks belong with blacks. They don't need to be together. And I'll tell you why. When they started integrating, that's when your problems started. You see,
Laura, where does this come from? This is your mom. Where has she gotten?
She knows how I feel ever since she's been with one. She has ripped my family apart. She's destroyed my marriage.
No, you ripped the family apart, Pauline.
I destroyed your marriage. That's right. You walked out on my father for another man. You're crazy. You left her. You're right. At least she was wrong.
Okay. All right.
Keep your head up.
Wow. Pauline, are you saying if she left Stacey tomorrow, everything would be great with you and your daughter?
I would be the happiest woman God put on this earth.
I don't know about that.
I just want to say, first of all, if she a bag of chips, it must be a bag of Funyuns because you stink.
At least I can afford a bag of potato chips. Can you? Can you?
I mean, I don't mean to.
At least I can get a job and buy a bag of potato chips. Can you?
My mother does not even work.
But
I got a husband that supports me.
You left your husband.
But he
You know
don't
what, you
work.
have two
My
jobs.
husband works.
Okay.
Oh, please, where does he work? Where does he work, Laura? Where does he work?
My husband works for the milk company downtown.
You're a liar.
Do you not work there, Stacey? Thank you.
Okay, Stacey says he has a job. Pauline, let me just go back one second. You're saying that all black people that they don't work, they can't read, they can't write. Okay, but you said black people. Here's a woman. She says she has 2 jobs.
How can my mother even know what happens when she's living in North Carolina off of my dad and my sister? She walked out and left her husband a week ago.
Because of you.
It had nothing to do with me.
Pauline, here's a woman with 2 jobs. What do you want to say to her?
What does she do? What do you do?
On both of my jobs, I have to read verbatim, and my comprehension is very well, okay? I'm a very educated black woman and proud to be.
Oh, sit down. You're no more educated than a man in the moon. Please.
Kind of shoots your argument all the heck, doesn't it?
No, it does not.
See, my mother's a walking embarrassment anyway, so.
come back, we're going to meet Tara, Laura's sister, who says that ending segregation was a bad idea. We'll be right back.
I thought it was the flu. It wasn't.
It burned when I urinated. I thought it was a one-time thing. It wasn't.
I had pain, a discharge, and a sore. I thought it was another yeast infection. It wasn't.
These are symptoms of genital herpes, a condition that 1 out of every 6 Americans has. Call 1-800-498-3366 for information. While there's no cure, doctors have treatment options. Herpes thrives on ignorance. See your doctor.
What the hell are you?
Shh, they'll hear you.
Who?
Your little Goldilocks and my ex-fiance.
Warner Brothers presents
Help me get him, Sam.
I'll do whatever you want.
a revenge comedy for anyone
Whoa!
who's ever been dumped. On May 23rd, get ready for the ultimate battle of the exes. Meg Ryan, Matthew Broderick. Addicted to Love. Rated R. Starts Friday, May 23rd.
Is destiny foretold? Is the future determined? Can the fates be altered? Call the Psychic Advisors. Gifted psychics are waiting now. Call for real samples. Hear about love, money, dreams, hopes, desires. Call for real psychic samples. Psychic Advisors are waiting. Call for real samples now. Psychic Advisors. Adults over 18 only. Call for real samples.
Hi, I'm Jim Palmer. It wasn't too long ago most people had only one credit card. Today it's often 5 or 6 cards and a big balance. If this sounds familiar and you own a home, there's a simple solution from the Money Store. The Card Consolidator, the home loan that lowers your payments even if your credit isn't perfect. So why pay 18, 19, or even 20% on your balances? Just call 1-800-LOAN-YES for the Card Consolidator, only from the Money Store.
You aren't in school?
I want to be an exotic dancer once, I reach 18.
Dangerous Choices. Next, Jenny Jones.
Tomorrow. Are you worried because you have a violent, out-of-control teen daughter or son? Do you have a child age 15, 14, or even younger who's injured you or is threatening to hurt you? If you're afraid of your violent teen, call us at 312-836-9455. We're back. We've been talking to Pauline, who's made it very clear she does not accept her daughter's husband.
Hey, you say that her husband left her last week? She want a black guy. That's all she want. You know what I'm saying? You do. You know what? You know what I'm saying? You need to quit front. You know what I'm saying? And get you a black guy. Quit hating.
No, this old girl. No way. No way. Because I'll tell you something. The first time he put his hands on me, I'd crown him.
Okay, let's get another question.
Pauline, if Stacy was a white man and he allegedly beat your daughter
I
or
wouldn't like him
didn't
either.
work, would that be okay?
No, it would not. Let me ask you something. Do you have children?
No, I don't.
Okay. Any mother out here has got children. They're your child. You don't want to see them hurt. You just don't want to see them hurt. Because when he hurts her, when I see her, and I see gouges in her throat.
Well, let's talk about that, Laura. What's the deal? Is this a man who does beat you?
Yes, he abuses her. And I'll tell you something else.
Well,
when he gets her home, he's going to beat the starch out of her again.
Laura, is that true?
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
Has he ever laid a hand on you?
No, it's not. We have had our confrontations, but that's our business. What goes on between my husband and I is between my husband
keep it there.
and
Don't be calling your grandma on the phone.
But you know what? You sound like that may be the case and you're defending him, in which case you are making a mistake, you know.
I love my husband, okay? Every marriage has their problems.
It's not, this is not a race issue, but if you are hitting her, Stacy.
No.
He is hitting her.
No.
You look
You
that
know
camera,
he is,
and you
isn't
tell
he?
your grandma he's never put his hands on you.
Let's ask Stacy.
Black and blue
Have you ever lifted your hand to Laura?
Oh, well, we've had our little things, but then we've had counseling about that.
We've gone through marriage counseling and everything.
Marriage counseling.
You have been through counseling.
Yes,
Right, I've been through counseling about that.
Matter of fact, we just finished that.
Okay, I have a question. I understand what Laura is going through because I'm engaged to a black man, and my mother, when I first...
Is this your mom?
Honey, you ripped your mother apart.
No, I'm not. My mother has learned to accept how I feel. I have a 2.5-year-old son, and she also accepts him. She's here from Virginia to meet my fiancé as well as my son. and all people don't feel the same way that you feel.
My
You should
grandmother-
open your eyes and realize
Well, wait a
this is the 90s. This is not back in the 50s and 60s.
What's your mother going to do if you ever come home to your mother and you're all black and blue?
You're saying, Pauline, that you dislike him because he's black. That's the main reason.
That's the
Whatever
main
he does.
reason. If he treated her good, but he doesn't. He doesn't.
What if he started from tomorrow treating her
How
great?
can she sit there and condemn him when all my life she's called DSS to try and take my kids from me?
Because
she has called DSS and lied and told them all kind of things about how I abuse my children. My children are more happier when they're away from her than they are when they're with her.
The boy is actually always cries, I want to go to my nana.
She's to the point now she hates you.
Oh, you're a liar. You bring that child out here and find out.
Hang on one second.
I don't think racism is natural. I'd like to know how and who taught Pauline to be so stupid.
I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I am high. And he beat her. No, I'm not stupid.
You couldn't even get Jenny's name right, and you're talking about other people who can't read and write, and I can't read and write. You're stupid. You're ignorant. So you shut up.
I know what he does to her. No. You don't see the things that he does to her. She calls my mother. And she calls my other daughter, Tara.
She calls my grandmother and upsets. My grandmother has medical
Lord,
problems.
I don't call her.
She has
You're the
high
one
blood
that calls
pressure.
her.
She has high blood pressure. I called her a week before we even came here. My grandmother told me how my mother called her and told her a bunch of things, and my mother wasn't even here. She was in North Carolina.
Did this come from the rest of the family? Because you have...
No, she's the only one I have problems out of.
She's called my daughter, Tara, when I was in South Carolina. She called my daughter, and she says, Mama, you got to go and take Laura some groceries. Because I heard the children in the background, Mommy, we're hungry. You call your sister Laura when she gets out here.
Tara is backstage. This is your other sister who also does not approve of your relationship. In fact, Tara says that she thinks that when they ended segregation, it was actually a bad mistake. Here's Tara, everybody. Come on out, Tara. Well, Tara, at least you're smiling. Do you have the same views as your mother?
I think, and I don't believe in interracial marriages, no, but I don't think I'm quite as eccentric as she is.
How do you feel about Stacy?
I think he knows I don't like him.
Why?
Because he mistreats my sister. He doesn't take care of her two children.
Is that the only reason?
Well, I think I relate a lot of the way he treats her to his color.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm not. Can you explain? You relate the way he treats her to his color.
I think so.
Are you saying that black men mistreat white women?
The only black men I've ever known. I mean, to me, that I've never known any good black men.
That's right.
Pauline and Tara. I mean, first of all, whatever. You came on Jenny Jones show a little bit too hyper. You should have took a Valium before you came on stage.
No, I didn't have Valium. I knew he was going to be here.
If you think we should be separated so much, you should just, you know what I'm saying, get your money for your trailer or whatever and move to Europe or something, you know what I'm saying?
They still got blacks there. You're not going to be happy with no blacks at that. And I ain't found that world yet.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Stacey, I don't understand why you let your children be around this woman.
We don't.
She don't have no children. Thank you, God. She don't have no
It's up to her. As many times I argue with her,
don't let your children be around her. She's an embarrassment to my race.
We don't. The children don't go around her.
Because that's, you know, children do learn. Tara, obviously you learned some of your beliefs from your mom, from Pauline, right?
She uses that word in front of my daughter, and you know, I've told her time and time again, don't use the word in front of my daughter.
I say that when you aggravate me with him.
Because of the fact that my mother refuses to even control her mouth at all, I don't allow my children around her, period.
So that's why you call me and ask me to babysit and stuff. Because you don't allow your children with me. How can I call you when...
Hang on, just one sec. Go ahead.
I really don't think that there's anything that you can say to Pauline, because Pauline, if you say things around to children that are innocent, then that shows that you are not mature at all.
Oh, well, I'm not.
You are very not. You're not mature. You're not an adult, and you can't be treated as such. You have no respect, and to show children that your attitude is really horrible.
And that she gets with me, and she starts telling me how Stacy's done this and Stacy's done that. And
You're a child. That's a child.
It.
That's a child that would argue and have a child around and argue like that about race and things like that. I'm sorry to say that word, but still, that's a child.
Yes, it is.
You know, sometimes when we do a show like this, you hope that in the few minutes we have that we can make a difference and make someone see. I don't know that there's anything. I think there's nothing even Stacy could do.
There ain't.
Job-wise, treating his wife-wise, to possibly change your mind, Pauline.
Jenny, let me ask you something. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me ask you something. She wants us to stay out of her business. She's made that quite clear. Don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. But she'll call us. Now, I was just here not too long ago, and she calls us Mama. No. Wait a minute.
I called my father.
Did she not call you, Tara? And Tara called me Mama, because she's in North Carolina. I was in South Carolina.
What do you want, Pauline? Do you want
I never once said call my mother. I never. If anything,
Pauline, do you want her to stop calling you?
If anything, I tell my. If anything, I tell my
mother's phone number.
Wait a minute. I was talking. Excuse me. I was talking.
Does she not have your phone number, Laura?
No, she don't have my phone number.
Why not?
Because I don't want nothing to do with her. Because I don't think she's stable.
I don't ask me to get you out of jail. Don't ask me because you steal for him to get money to buy whatever.
No, that's where you're wrong.
All I can say, oh, go ahead. One more. We got to take.
I just want to tell Mama, you have to learn how to cut the cord with your daughter. Leave her alone. She's all grown up now. Cut the cord. Leave her alone and let her do what she wants to do.
She calls up and she says, "Bring me groceries. My children are hungry."
Let her do what she wants to do.
I cannot let her and my grandchildren go
do your own thing with your people. Let her do her thing with whoever she wants to do. Cut your cord.
Well,
I have a 2-year-old daughter. When she's old married, and I will respect her for what she wants to do, and I will let her go. That's the end of me as a mother. You gotta you hit her. I saw you hit her. You tell her to shut up. You tell her to leave. I'm talking.
That's right.
Just let her do what she wants to do.
Something. When your daughter grows up and she calls you and she says, "Mama, I'm hungry. Their children are hungry," are you gonna say, "I'm not interfering"? Wrong.
Pauline.
If you're a mother, you're gonna take her some food.
Pauline, you know what? If you're really gonna be a racist, then you should be a true racist and not use anything or be involved with anything that was invented or created by blacks. Do you want a list?
Yes.
Do you want a list?
Yes.
Okay. All right. The last page. The ironing board, the refrigerator, the baby carriage, the shoemaking machines, the traffic signal, the incandescent light bulb, the folding bed, the mailbox, air conditioning, elevator. You want me to go on?
What does that got to do with it?
All invented by blacks.
I don't think so.
Okay, baby carriage, the golf tee, automatic air brake, corn harvester. Don't eat corn anymore.
I don't eat
corn anymore. Fire escape ladder, pencil sharpener, smallpox. Pauline, you don't want to hear it. Okay?
Go ahead.
If you ever need open heart surgery, you might not want to do it because it was invented by a black doctor.
I know that. And if I ever have
We'll come back from break with a man who made his sister's husband sleep on a park bench because he didn't want him in his home. We'll be right back.
Today at 5 on Channel 2 Action News. They're the second most dangerous drivers on the road.
My reflexes are less than they were before.
Elderly drivers. Some are safe, but others.
They're real impatient and they make unsafe turns.
Should Georgia require them to pass a driving test?
I think that's age discrimination.
If your parent drives and you worry, watch Don Farmer's report. How old is too old to drive? Today at 5 on Channel 2 Action News. Coverage you can count on.
Hi, I'm Vicki. Here in Jayhawk, we finance cosmetic surgery for over 1,000 doctors throughout the United States. Now, we don't do the surgery, we make the surgery affordable. We finance cosmetic dentistry, liposuction, laser eye surgery, breast augmentation, hair transplants, and lots more. Call now at 1-800-JAYHAWK or ask your doctor about Jayhawk Finance. Finally, financing for cosmetic surgery.
That's 1-800-JAYHAWK.
It's National Kerastan Month, and America's largest floor covering store has the finest Kerastan carpet and area rugs on sale. Choose from the largest selection of Kerastan carpeting in every size and color and ready for easy delivery. And wait till you see our selection of area rugs, hundreds in stock and specially priced. Take advantage of the savings and the selection on Kerastan at the amazing Carpets of Dalton, home of American Home Show Place. And find out what makes us Kerastan-tastic.
You wondering what to cook tonight? It's easy. Simply cook or grill with legendary Dale seasoning.
Isn't it wonderful?
It sure is. Dale's makes everything incredibly delicious.
I might have known it.
They say it's made from a secret family recipe, a special blend of herbs and spices.
How are we going to be a secret if we ain't a secret?
It's great on everything. Try it. You're going to love it.
You may judge for yourself.
Dale Seasoning, celebrating over 50 years of simply making food better.
This is the 90s. New age has given way to no age. Ambition is bad. Austerity is good. And if you've got it, you must not flaunt it. So much for that. The Kreis Home Furnishing Collection, putting life back in lifestyle.
You aren't in school?
I want to be an exotic dancer once, I reach 18.
Dangerous Choices. Next, Jenny Jones.
Tomorrow. Are you upset because your son or daughter is dating someone out of their race? Or does your family disapprove of your interracial dating? If you and your family are at odds over an interracial relationship, call 312-836-9457.
Come to a live taping of The Jenny Jones Show.
I've heard excuse after excuse after excuse.
To attend a free taping, call 312-836-9485.
Lucky now to meet Mark and his sister Brenda. Mark refused to go to Brenda's wedding because she was marrying a black man. You don't deny that. That's true, right?
No, I do not deny that.
Okay. Have you always disliked blacks?
I've not always disliked blacks. I've always disliked interracial marriages, and I'm really sick of having it shoved up my and it's not
you were
a right
plotting
thing.
with him? That's okay. We want to hear both sides, but when he said he dislikes interracial marriages, you applauded. That's okay.
I don't agree with interracial marriages, and I wanted to tell Miss Pauline, though, that I do agree that God made blacks and he made whites, even though we're not intended to marry, okay? And there is not anybody any smarter or any dumber than I am just because of their color. And the only thing you're doing is causing trouble for your daughter, and you need to learn that she is grown, but you're still her mother, and you still should respect who she marries, because I have 2 daughters and a son, which aren't ready to be married yet, thank goodness. But if they ever bring anybody home that I don't like, that's just tough for me, because I'm going to have to learn to accept them.
That's good from someone who really doesn't think they should marry.
And I'm not going to.
Okay, so Mark, are you saying, though, it's not just interracial marriages, you have a problem with blacks in general?
Well, you're at home having a barbecue, and your sister brings this black man home, and you got 15 of your friends there having a barbecue, and then you got this boom box. Turn that off. You're at my house. When I'm at your house, then I will respect your stuff. But when you're at my house, don't bring it in my house.
So
I don't appreciate it.
Were you taught to not associate with blacks when you were growing up?
Yes, I was.
Were you brought up in a racist household?
Yes, I was.
But you're with a black man now.
I am. When I met him, there was no color. It happened.
What was his reaction?
What respect do we have?
He freaked out.
What respect do we have for our children? You know, it's an ugly thing. And now let me tell you, a black man with a white girl is just as ugly as a white girl with a black man.
It's ugly to you?
Yes, it is.
What was your reaction, Mark? What was your reaction, Mark, when you found out she was with a black man? What was your reaction?
Well, I was irate. And we got into one hell of an argument.
Did you go to the wedding? Hang on. Did you go to the wedding?
Jenny, let me ask you something, Jenny.
Pauline, 1 second. Did you go to the wedding? Did you go to her wedding?
Not, no.
Did any of your family go to the wedding?
No.
Okay.
My grandmother married me in Vince, but no one else.
Mark, what color is you?
I'm white.
What color is you? Look at your color.
What color is you?
I'm white.
What color is you? You brown.
You can't even talk.
You're suntanned. You're suntanned, right?
That's right.
Why would you want to look more like the people you hate?
I don't think we ought to mix marriages and have mixed children and so forth because I mean,
who pays for it? The
Okay.
children.
The children
What do you got in your
always pay
hand,
for it.
Mark? What do you got? What's the piece of paper?
I gave that to him and I want him to read it.
What is it?
It says, speech is the mirror of the soul. As a man speaks, so he is.
Yep. Jenny, I have
So if you don't agree, how long you been married, Brenda? How long you been married?
4 months.
Okay. You don't agree with the marriage. How is he going to feel if you have children?
I don't know.
Thank
I
God
can't.
you can't have any more children.
Yes, I can. We're having surgery done. I am having another child.
Oh, Lord.
All right, when we come back, we will meet Brenda's husband, Vince, who says he actually prefers white women, and he has a reason why. We'll find out when we come back.
Back in the 60s, a nation turned to my guests for their expertise in government.
You're a diplomat, are you?
No, I'm a Catholic Baptist.
Romance.
Who would you consider a perfect wife?
24, 36, 24.
And life's tougher questions.
I wonder what it's like in skunk heaven.
Pretty smelly.
Now, 30 years later, these kids are all grown up, and it's time to see if they've learned a thing or two since then on The Next Morning.
This morning at 11 on Channel 2.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. When you're hurt in a car accident, call me right away.
Ken settled my case quickly, and today he gave me my check.
One call, that's all.
You know, I'm a believer that caring for pets can help people stay healthy, especially as we get older. Caring for an animal can reduce your stress. Best of all, pets keep you laughing, and that's always good medicine. But of course, the most important thing we need in order to stay healthy is a good comprehensive health plan. That's why I think it's so important for people like me who are eligible for Medicare to know about U.S. health care and their Golden Medicare plan. The Golden Medicare plan offers more benefits than Medicare and a Medicare supplement combined, and at no additional cost to you. U.S. healthcare is even the first in the area to offer an option that gives you the freedom to choose any doctor or hospital you want without a referral. And it's so easy to find out more. Just give them a call. You know, we're all looking for ways to stay healthy. Having friends around that always keep you laughing is one way. Having U.S. health care is another.
Donna here for Gallery Furniture. Wolfman better look out because everyone agrees that Gallery Furniture has the best selection of furniture. Everything for your home. Just look at this 5-piece bedroom suit, $499, and curio cabinets, $99 and up. We all agree that selection wins at Gallery Furniture. We're located at 2511 Roosevelt Highway in College Park and 1600 Brownsbridge Road in Gainesville. Wolfman's outnumbered this time, so ask for Donna.
Kids don't always take good nutrition seriously, but moms know it's important for growing up healthy. That's why Flintstones has the vitamins kids need and the great taste they love.
History goes under the microscope today in Rhode Island. Scientists are testing the rifle allegedly used to kill Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We'll bring you details live today at noon. Residents in Southwest Atlanta community are fighting to keep an apartment complex out of their exclusive neighborhood. We'll show you how. First, the nicotine patch, now the chocolate patch. Join us for these stories. Plus, I'll have the forecast today on Channel 2 Action News at noon.
Kids can be cruel.
I don't think I want to be seen anywhere with that thing.
Next, Jenny Jones.
Friday. Are you upset because your teen daughter dresses way too sexy for her age? If you're tired of seeing your teen daughter in tight skirts, Daisy Dukes, and bra tops, and you want to make her over, call us at 312-836-9459. All right, well, we're back, and Brenda, your husband Vince, who is not accepted as part of the family, and he said that's all he wants is to be accepted into the family, is backstage. Vince, would you come out, please? Split screen. Can we do can you split? We got to put them side by side. Put it up on the monitor and look at a side by side of Mark and Vince. They are the same color. Look at them.
These mixed marriages, why would you want to teach your child to, or why would you want your child to suffer to begin with? Because the child is going to. And why would you want to teach your child to carry this kind of a tradition on?
How do you know the child's going to suffer? Are there any interracial children, children, who's interracial? Huh? Are you? Oh, the lady who stood up before. Okay. Have you suffered because you're interracial?
No, I've never suffered. I would suffer at somebody like you and like you because
Well,
I have no problems with who I am and what I am.
My sister comes over to my house and I say, and now wait, my sister comes over to my house and turns that crap on, and I refer to it as music. I told her to turn the music. Oh, don't say that, Vince is there. Now wait a minute, you're in my home.
You know what? Whether even if there's only white people there, it's still not a nice word to use. You know, Vince. Okay, do you go to his house at all?
I haven't been in his house in about maybe a year, almost a year.
Yeah.
But see, like you were saying, the interracial children of interracial marriages. My mom is a little small, tiny Jewish lady. Okay, my dad, well, he's gone, but he's dark than these pants. Okay, but I haven't suffered at all.
Yeah. So why do you?
If anything, I think I suffered just by knowing him. Okay.
Then you should have got with a white woman.
She's a woman.
All right.
She's a woman, plain and simple. I don't give a what color she is.
She's a woman.
She's a woman. Damn right.
Pauline, hang on just a second. So Vince, this is have you always?
It beats a man. Okay.
Vince, have you always dated white women? First of all.
I don't date women darker than myself, and that's my choice.
Why not?
I think I find they're better lovers, and they're more passionate people to me. But that's listen.
From your own color and put it into another.
What am I taking?
Vince, I think let me just leave it there for 1 second. You say that women are better, white women are better lovers. Did you have a comment?
Yeah, Vince. How can you dare be upset that Mark is racist when you yourself, you're sitting up there? No, excuse me, sir. I will respect you, sir. Please respect me. You are sitting up there and you're being racist against black women. I'm sorry if you cannot deal with an African queen such as myself. Okay?
Let me tell you something. Where's the gun? Listen, I've been there, okay? I've been there. I'm just saying my preference, okay? Women.
But what's the reason for your preference if it's not a bit of racism then?
That's right. It's not racist.
You know, she's got a daughter right now. She's got a daughter right now, trying to date these black boys. It's like, wait a minute, wake up, find you a white man, raise your children right.
Amen. No.
You would not. Is Vince not allowed in your house, Mark? Is he not allowed in your house?
I'm allowed, but I just choose not to go because I don't want to have to deal with it.
But didn't you like sleep in the park one night?
Yes, he did on Christmas.
We were moving. Okay, me and Brenda were in transition, and at the time we didn't have a place to stay. She got to go to her mom and dad's. They didn't want me over the house. I asked, Mark, and it was no-go, so I just had to stay in the park.
You wouldn't let him in the house, and he slept outside.
That's right.
Out in the park on Christmas.
Dead
Mark,
set
I wanted
against
to tell you that
marriage.
my uncle is black, and I have 2 cousins that are mixed, and they were raised perfectly fine. My one cousin's in the Marines, my other cousin has a really good job, and I think your views are from the dark ages. Get real.
Well, you know what? People say, wait, we're in the 90s. But you know what? What makes the 90s right?
You know
compared to the 60s or why are...
You know what? I can answer that when I come back.
The majority of the people do not accept interracial marriages. Why stick it up mine? You know?
Okay, but you just don't have much of a reason, Mark. That's what. Yeah. You don't have much of a reason, and you asked about why the 90s are right, and I was looking at the paper this morning. This is in this morning's paper. A few years late, the headline says, State OK's 15th Amendment. Just after the Civil War, the 15th Amendment to the Constitution guaranteed no one could be denied the right to vote because of race, color, or previous conditions of servitude. 127 years later, they are ratifying that amendment. Now the whole country is in. We can't all be wrong.
Well, you know what? That's right. We all can't be wrong.
Right.
I have a right to be happy, just like he has a right to be happy, whether he's black or white.
But you know, when you don't accept something, and in your home,
I know, even on the news that they were saying that the state is sort of embarrassed that they're the last ones to ratify, that it took them so long to make it legal. Now it's legal. If you saw what if you just fell in love with this wonderful woman, like on the phone, and then met her and she was black? What would happen? What if you were on the internet or on the phone for a month or two, and then turns out that she's black? What would you do?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, Vince?
I'm pretty sure he would. I'm pretty sure he would. He's not stupid, okay? He's not an idiot.
Excuse me. Well, when I eat Christmas next year, you'll know why. My sister is pregnant right now, okay? She already has my nephew. He'll be 4 in May. She's raising them to be prejudiced. Now, when he grows up, both her children grow up. Aren't they going to be prejudiced towards my children and myself?
They could very well be. The only hope is that maybe they'll watch enough talk shows and see shows like this that might change their mind. Yes, so Vince, before we go, what do you want to say?
I want to say prejudice starts with the parents. Okay, you're not born prejudiced. It's how people are taught.
With parents and with society, because it's still out there, as we know. Let's take a break. We'll come back with a man who says his racist sister's trying to break up his marriage.
Hey, listen, 7th or 8th graders, think about college. The rules in Georgia have changed. So get some knowledge. There's new college admission standards, and here's the deal. More math, science, English, foreign language. Get real. A B average and a Hope Scholarship gets you college tuition. Are you listening? That's a trip. So ask your school counselor about college prep. Get started on your future, all right? That's a bet. Prep.
Prep it up. A message from Channel 2.
If you feel like you're carrying too many monthly expenses or unexpected credit card debts, America's Money Line can give you a fresh start. Homeowners across the country have turned to us when their banks have turned them down.
We were paying a lot of money, hundreds of dollars on our credit card balances every month, and we weren't getting anywhere. But our counselor at America's Money Line showed us how to lower our payments and save money every month. So now we're back on track.
There's no way I could get off from work. So it was really great to know that I could do it all by phone and even use FedEx delivery service. I got the money I needed. It was really easy.
I've been telling my friends you don't have to struggle along month after month.
I mean, we're paying less now than we did before, and we still have enough left over to fix up the kitchen.
At America's Money Line, we'll help you reduce your monthly expenses and turn them into one money-saving payment. It's fast, friendly, and easy, so why wait? Call America's Money Line now, toll-free, at 1-888-45-AMERICA. And let us help you get a fresh start.
Can your kids sing like Littlefoot and his friends? They can, with the Land Before Time sing-along songs. 10 of their favorite songs, together for the first time ever on one video cassette. It's filled with fun dinosaur facts. Plus a free CD-ROM with great games and activities. And for more fun, look for all 4 of the Land Before Time feature-length adventures right now.
I was stopped at a red light, and from out of nowhere, I was rear-ended. I was out of work for about 3 weeks.
Car accident? We're ready to help you now.
Ken took care of my doctor, he took care of my car, and all it took was one call.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent. When you're hurt in a car accident, call me right away. I can help. We'll work hard to get you every dollar you deserve.
Ken gave me this check the day my case settled.
Hurt? Call me right now. One call, that's all.
One call, that's all. That's true.
Are you trapped in a low-paying, dead-end job? If so, call Advanced Career Training, where you can learn more to earn more in months, not years. Learn the computer skills you need to work in a modern office setting, or broaden your horizons as a travel and tourism specialist. Learn how to be a front or back office medical assistant. So what's it gonna be? A low-paying, dead-end job or a rewarding career? Call ACT now and learn more to earn more in months, not years.
Kids can be cruel.
I don't think I want to be seen anywhere with that thing.
Next, Jenny Jones.
Friday.
introduce Lisa and Mike right now. Lisa says that she refuses to accept her brother's wife and did not go to the wedding. So I guess racism comes in all colors, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. Just because she's white?
Well, yeah, just because she's white. Because
did you go to the wedding?
No.
Where were you when he got married?
I was with his ex-girlfriend the day of the wedding.
The one that you thought he should have married?
Yes.
Who was black?
Yes.
Right. How long you been married, though, Mark?
15 years.
You've been carrying this hatred around for 15 years?
Yes.
You still don't accept her? Do they have children?
I don't want to accept it.
Do they have children?
Yes, they do.
Do you accept the children?
Well, if I see them, I see them. I don't make my effort to go and try to see them.
What is so wrong? Is it just because of the color of her skin?
Not just because of the color of her skin. We had a lot of competitions and arguments and things.
Competition? Who was competing? What do you mean?
Not competition. I said complication problems.
Okay, all right. Is she trying to split you up?
Well,
or did she try to split you up?
Sometimes, but not just her.
Other family members?
Yes. Me and
How did it feel that they didn't go to the wedding? Your family wasn't at the wedding.
You know, I was upset. I was upset.
Did you know who she was with when you got married?
No. I was upset, but it didn't bother me.
Yeah. So you've dated both black and white women.
Yes.
Why do you think she doesn't like your wife?
That's what I want to find out.
It's been 15 years.
We live in the high desert. I hardly see my family. We hardly go to any functions because my kids feel
unwanted.
Not unwanted. They feel
like not part of the family.
Not part of the family. So
you aren't clear about why your sister doesn't accept your wife? Maybe she's clear. Let's see what she has to say. Rose, come on out here. Here's Rose. Rose, I'm assuming it's clear in your mind why you haven't been accepted into the family.
She hasn't accepted me. She hasn't accepted my kids. It's been 15 years, 19 years that we've been together.
That's unbelievable.
It's time to get on and just accept the situation.
No, it's
Lisa, I see that you care dearly about your brother, but do you truly love your brother?
Yes, I do. I truly love my brother.
You can see that he's very unhappy that the way you feel and the way you're acting towards him is just saddening the both of you and the entire family. I mean, obviously, the both of you have a marriage. You're not married to Lisa, but the thing is that there has to be some type of appreciation and love for one another.
And you're obviously together. You've been together. You've been married for 15 years. Has she been nice to you at least, Rose? I mean, has she been polite and?
No.
Has she called you names?
Yeah.
Like what?
She calls me a white bee and just everything. She's called me a lot of names.
Do you think she's tried to?
We've almost fought. We have almost fought.
Not physically.
Yes.
Physically, yes.
Yes, physically.
Over what? Over what?
Because she doesn't like me. She doesn't like me.
Is she trying to smart mouth?
He has 5 sisters. None of them likes me.
She has a very smart mouth.
I'm able to control your brother. Hello.
Well, that's right. You control him, but not me.
That's right. You're
that's
right.
Does she control you, Mike? Does your wife control you?
Well, Jenny, I'm gonna tell you like this.
Yeah, she do.
I'm gonna tell you, Jenny. Let me tell you.
When we come back from break, first you got to give me a yes or a no, and then I'll let you talk. We'll be right back in a moment.
Now you can connect with a psychic anytime you want just by dialing. Find out how. Sample our psychics. It can change your life. Yes, now you can connect with a psychic anytime you want just by dialing. Psychics for love, psychics for money, psychics for fame, fortune, or power. Find out how. Sample our psychics. It can change your life. Adults over 18 for entertainment only.
Are you trying to consolidate some debt but still waiting for an answer on your loan? The longer you wait, the more you keep paying. Hi, I'm Dan Marino. Don't wait any longer. Call First Plus Financial today at 1-800-510-PLUS and get an answer before you hang up. If you're a homeowner, First Plus can help you consolidate all your credit cards and other loans into one low monthly payment. And the interest may be tax deductible. There's no application fees. So what are you waiting for? Call First Plus at 1-800-510-PLUS.
I thought it was the flu. It wasn't.
It burned when I urinated. I thought it was a one-time thing. It wasn't.
I had pain, a discharge, and a sore. I thought it was another yeast infection. It wasn't.
These are symptoms of genital herpes, a condition that 1 out of every 6 Americans has. Call 1-800-498-3366 for information. While there's no cure, doctors have treatment options. Herpes thrives on ignorance. See your doctor.
Missing funds from a student account. Country club dues paid from school coffers.
I don't have chalk, but we have country club dinners.
Teachers pressured to keep quiet.
I'm being told you better not talk to that Belcher man.
A whistleblower investigation tonight at 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
It's the perfect swimsuit for everybody. I even wear it. We're styling. And running wild in L.A.
How you doing, sweetie pie?
Cindy Crawford, Daisy Fuentes, and Lauren Hutton. Next
Today
over.
at 4, followed by Channel 2 Action News at 5.
The body you want.
The body you need
The body you've been looking for.
is just down the street. Airwalker, a Proform original.
With adjustable shock resistance. The Proform Airwalker targets your arms and abs, your hips and thighs, your fat. Precisely and effectively. Time and time again.
So try the Proform Airwalker today. It's just down the street at Sears.
Hey, it's not that far to go to get a body like this.
If your life story is better than fiction, or if you have a show idea that you think is truly unique, call The Jenny Jones Show at 312-836-9456. Okay, what you want to say?
I think that the problem we have in this country today with blacks and whites is that the blacks, you know, see the white people, you know, they see white people like this lady here, and they think all white people are like that. And then the white people see black people like this lady here, and they think all black people are like that. And that is not the case. This lady does not speak for any white person in this audience, maybe other than that lady.
Nobody but myself.
Thank you for that.
Nobody.
Thank you for that.
I don't think there's nobody but myself. That's all.
Lisa, would you call yourself a racist? Would you call yourself a racist?
No.
But you didn't go to their wedding.
No, I didn't.
Why
I
not?
didn't approve of the wedding.
Where was you didn't go to the wedding? Rose, did she come to the reception?
No, the reception was at her mom's house, and they were still minors. All of his
They were still living at home.
Still lived at home.
So you wouldn't go to your own home?
No, I was not at home.
Why so much hatred?
Well, she broke up a good relationship between him and his ex-girlfriend.
Obviously, it wasn't good, and I didn't break it up. He came after me. Hello, he came after me. I did not go after him.
Can I say
Mike,
something?
does your wife control you, yes or no?
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
They said, there's a saying that behind every successful man, there's a good woman.
Right.
And the honest to God truth is, the way I was running my life at that time, I needed a strong individual in my life. And she was the one that stepped in and said...
And Lisa, but Lisa must know that. Lisa, you must know that, right?
Don't you? Excuse me, it could have been a black woman.
Pauline,
It was
hang
just
on.
at that time she was the woman that appeared.
She helped you turn your life around, but Lisa, this is your brother. You must know that she's been good for him then. That's a lot of anger to carry around.
I mean, my kids are honor roll students.
Isn't he telling the truth? Didn't she turn his life around?
No.
Before we break, Rose, is there anything you think you can say to Lisa that will have an impact on her today?
She knows that me and my husband have made it. We have 4 successful children. We have a nice house. We both are employed. I have a very good job. He has a very good job. And it's just time, 19 years. I love you guys. And it's time to get it together. It's time for us to get it together. My children don't even know you guys. They are growing up. They're going to be going to college. They are going to become successful, and their family should be there.
Lisa, for your brother's sake, you can't accept this woman after almost 20 years?
I can accept it, but I don't want to accept it.
You don't have to love it, but accept it. Accept it.
I can accept it, but I don't want to accept it.
Well, let's take a break. We'll come back.
I used to think I never had enough time for work, meetings, my husband. No time for me. Even after I got pregnant and I knew I needed to go to the doctor, I never made the time to show up. A year ago, there was nothing as important to me as keeping my job. Now, I can't think of anything except keeping my baby alive.
If you're pregnant, call now for your free coupon book.
I'm saddened to announce the indictment of 5 police officers.
On the streets of the city,
There can't be that much money around without dirty cops.
the law
You took money from Holland's biggest dealer.
is always compromised.
Cops decided my client was going to be executed.
Maybe there's a way of exercising some damage control.
You think I don't know what's going on?
If their lips are moving, they're lying.
From legendary director Sidney Lumet, Night Falls on Manhattan. Rated R. Starts Friday, May 16th in theaters everywhere.
If only Bacardi mixers could make blenders work backwards. We could show you how much luscious real fruit taste goes into these frosty drinks. Then the huge fruit taste that comes out of our strawberry daiquiris and pina coladas would seem only natural. Look for Bacardi mixers in the frozen fruit juice section. Bacardi mixers, the taste is huge.
Do your credit card bills look like this every month? If you're a homeowner, Mr. Cash can help. Hi, I'm Billy Packer. With a home equity loan from Mr. Cash, you can pay off your high-rate bills and make one low payment each month. And the interest is usually tax-deductible. Homeowners, get a fresh start on your credit card debt. Even if your credit is less than perfect, call Mr. Cash today, 1-800-444-CASH.
If you are in an interracial relationship and some family members are having a problem accepting you, or if you refuse to accept a family member who is dating or married interracially, we'd love to have you on the show. 312-832-4180 is the number to call. Interracial relationships are not going away, by the way. It was in the paper again this morning. Over a million, I think it's 1.4 interracial marriages now in this country. There's even now considering, you may have heard in the news this morning, that the Census Bureau might be actually having a new category now for interracial people. It's not going away. So if you, at least before you make a judgment, before you judge somebody, at least give them a chance. We will continue to do these shows and hope that we can at least extend that message. Please give these people a chance today. Thank you very much.
One thing's certain about kids. You never know what they're going to say. Get ready for the most hilarious answers to some of the life's tougher questions next.
You might expect to pay $600 for this striking sofa, but at Rooms to Go, it's just $3.99 every day. Or get the complete room with sofa, love seat, 3 coordinated tables, and 2 lamps, just $9.99. At Rooms to Go. By the piece, save a little. By the room, save a lot.
Forget it, Pepper. These wings and bombers are for the party.
Now at Church's, get 5 new spicy wings and fries for just $1.99. 12 pieces of chicken for $7.99. And get this cool new jug.
Bad dog.
They come from beneath the earth, the silent destroyers, termites. Only he can stop them, the exterminator. He's back and dressed to kill.
Wait till they get a load of me.
Armed with 4 termite barriers featuring Orkin foam, more termite stopping power than conventional treatments alone. So the enemy's terminated. Guaranteed.
You're the best.
4 barriers. Get them by calling 1-800-800-ORKIN, day or night.
They won't be back.
Introducing the Cherry Creek collection from Rooms to Go. This warm cherry finish, hand-wrought, metal-accented bedroom is perfect for your relaxed country decor. Get complete wood with metal trim bed for $5.99 or complete spiral post bed just $4.99. Now at Rooms to Go.
Bad news for coffee drinkers. The price of Java is going up. Details at noon.
Today on Maury. Back in the 60s, a nation turned to my guests for their expertise in government.
You're a diplomat, are you?
No, I'm a Catholic Baptist.
Romance.
Who would you consider a perfect wife?
24, 36, 24.
And life's tougher questions.
I wonder what it's like in skunk heaven.
Pretty smelly.
30 years later, these kids are all grown up, and it's time to see if they've learned a thing or two since then.